Hey everyone, it's Catherine here, and last weekend we did our yearly trip down to Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park located in Okeechobee County, Florida. Now we left on a Friday night. We got there late, right before sunset. So you'll see in the video, we're going to pretty much be setting up our tent and it's going to automatically be nighttime the first night. And then on Saturday, we wake up, go for a little hike, and we spend the day in Fort Pierce. And on Sunday, we just kind of pack up in the morning and head home. So I want you to enjoy the video that we had from the weekend. Keep in mind that Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park is a dark sky place, so most of the action here happens at night. And so you will see some of our photos and our videos that we took at night and kind of see what happens. But yeah, enjoy. And if you have any questions about the campground, we go once a year and we're more than happy to answer any questions you may have. Hello and welcome from Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park. We made it in just before sunset time. It's about a 2.5 hour drive for us. And just a heads up before I forget to mention this later, if you know you're going to be coming in pretty close to sunset, you need to call the office beforehand so that they can give you a gate code because the gate does close at sunset. It's about 8:30 p.m. That's an owl flying. Just see that owl. So cool. And for once, the phone is actually... Oh. It just flew to another owl down there and they're about to mate. Wow. So we have our campsite. We can already see some stars. I know you can't see them. But let me tell you, if you are going to go camping, you have to spend the extra money on a quick pop-up tent, or a quick setup tent, because literally this tent took us 2 or 3 minutes to set up. That's it. So it's already getting dark. I mean, you can tell as soon as I zoom out. And it looks like the Milky Way will be coming out around 2 a.m. So hopefully we can capture some of that on camera tonight. There's the first star right above that saw palmetto, right in the middle of the screen. Like I said in the beginning of the video, almost all of the activity in this park happens at night. So here are some of the photos that I took from my phone the first night that we were there. The big thing is that you really don't know what time you're going to see different things. And so we were waking up every hour on the hour. And it was really about 2:30 in the morning that we could really see the Milky Way. So I hope you enjoy some of the photos that I took. I took these right from my Samsung Galaxy S20 phone, so nothing special. I watched some videos on YouTube before going out about how to capture the Milky Way using the Pro settings. So if you are going to be somewhere with some great scenery, just check out YouTube like everyone else does and try out some different settings for your own phone as well. Good morning. Wow, I cannot believe we're in May. The heat index this week was 102. And this morning I am wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. It was so cold last night. It's still so cold this morning. But I wanted to come out here. We were up for a good part of the night last night, watching the Milky Way move across the sky. But what a beautiful place this is. I mean, really unbelievable. And this was actually the area last night I took some of those Milky Way shots from. So we're going to go back to sleep for a while. As we were up pretty late. And then we'll explore the campground a bit today and head out to the coast. There's actually a bunch of turkeys over by the bathhouse. And as soon as I came out of the bathhouse, you can actually hear the fan behind me. Little rabbit. Now, one thing I want to show you is we had a bag of trash out here for no lie, 5 minutes last night, and a raccoon came up. And so here is the can that he stole. So make sure that when you come here, do not leave any trash outside whatsoever. We ended up putting the trash bag in the back of the car, but no lie, 5 minutes, and I had to go chase a raccoon away last night. We'll just do a quick tour of our campsite now. So we have this dome tent. It's an 11-person tent, the Ozark Trail brand by Walmart, and it is so huge inside. There's so much space. So the campsites here all come with the fire rings, and then we'll show you later where you can purchase firewood. And they have a picnic table. So pretty spacious. And then if you're a little bit newer to camping, you probably don't know this. So I'm going to show you the electric hookup over here, because this was actually a question that we had the first time we came here. So here you have the water hookup, but I want to show you the electric box. So you don't need like a converter. You can plug right into a regular outlet on this as well. So we just have a regular extension cord running into the tent that powers like our cell phone charger, air mattress pump, fan, things like that. We're gonna head, because it's just so nice this morning and we don't know what tomorrow brings. We're gonna go ahead and do the Prairie Loop Trail. So it's all the way at the end of the Equestrian Loop, Equestrian camping area. And we'll see what we can find. Looks like a beautiful morning. So even though it says, the sign says to Prairie Loop Trail, we're actually just gonna do this one. It says 1.1. And then where it has letter Z here, we go back up and we do this trail back to the family campground. beacon? I think it is an eagle.
Yeah, it does look like more of an eagle with a beak.
Come on, fly, eagle, fly. It's a big bumblebee. So if you want to go for a hike, if you're in the main camping area, you can head in over here to the nature trail. It's actually called a hammock loop trail. And this basically shows, all right, it's just this loop here. Now what we did was we actually started here at the Equestrian Campground today. We went a little bit on the Prairie Loop Trail just to get some photos, but we went all the way down, and then you loop around, and where there's a marker Z, you head up the path, and then we just bared, left everything, and ended up back at the family campground. So this is a really, really, really nice loop. If you just want a nice little shaded loop, the hammock trail. But if you really want a good loop to see the open canopy, we like doing this entire trail. We're gonna head over to the office. They have some stuff for sale, and then we're gonna head back to our campground. This area over here is the camp office. They have restrooms over here. They have a water bottle filling station. The water filling station is not currently open or working. I'm not sure if they have ice as well. Remember, this is May 2021 that we're doing this video. Some picnic tables. You can also get the maps and a lot of other information here as well. And Brian is going to go and try to purchase a few items. So we'll see how that goes. See what Brian got.
Yes, we got a little patch right here.
Oh, I like that. That's nice.
And then a pin.
Ooh. Okay.
And then for my hiking stick, a medallion.
Yeah, and what's cool is this is the crested cara, I believe is how you pronounce it, and it's actually the bird that we just saw that we took the video of on the hiking path. So that's pretty cool. Brian and I were just commenting that this place looks so much different in the day than it does at night. It's crazy. At night it's so disorienting, but during the day it's just, yeah, it's wide open, way much larger. Way much larger, I don't know. The other thing that we were sitting here, we were on the trail we were talking about, is this place is kind of cool for us because the video for this campground was where we first were introduced to Traveling Robert, where he really got the bug for, potentially one day traveling and, getting an RV and things like that. And we decided we were going to start doing YouTube last year when we came here. It's like literally May last year. And we took all this content and we just never made the video. So it's kind of cool because, we're a year in now. We have all of 33 subscribers. And it'll be interesting to see what happens between now and next May when we come back here again. This statue is of a Carolina parakeet, and the pin that Brian got actually was the Carolina parakeet. And what's interesting about this is this state park was actually the last known nesting place of the Carolina parakeet before it went extinct. And this, you can see down here, it was driven to extinction in 1918. Wow. So if you see this statue, they don't really give you an explanation of it here, but that's kind of the backstory of it. And also, do you see in the tree right here? This is not well hidden. But this is, I'm pretty sure this is a geocache. Yeah, it is. So for those who don't know what geocaching is this really cool activity where things like this are hidden in the woods, usually a lot better than this one is. And you open it up, and there's a logbook inside, and you can track all of the finds that you have. And it's really cool because it gets you into different places. But I guess because this one is maintained by the state of Florida, or Florida State Parks, they kind of have it just hanging out in the open. So, you know what? Let's actually sign this log. This area over here is the Astropad. And this area is really for telescopes. So people that are camping over here, you can only have vehicles and camping on the left-hand side, because the right-hand side is all just power outlets for super powerful telescopes. Like you can actually see this camper here has a really powerful telescope there. So pretty cool area. I would only stay in this area if you were pretty into astronomy, because the people that come here are pretty serious. So there are two campgrounds here. There's the regular campground and the Equestrian Campground. So this is what the Equestrian Campground looks like. Most people don't even go down here at all, so we definitely wanted to show you this. So if you had horses, like last time we were here, there were horses in this pasture area over here. But we really liked these. We're going to go through the main campground later, but these spots are very shaded. And we found that there were a lot of tents over here compared to campers, which made it a little nicer at night. But also you can kind of see just how much open sky you have over here. So if you are, oh look, there are horses here. Somebody brought up a horse trailer. See? But you do not need to have horses in order to stay in the Equestrian Campground. And if you are looking to see the stars at night, this is definitely the better campground for it. Now over in the equestrian area, here's the thing. This is the bathhouse. And online, it says that it's just a compost toilet. And we were like, uh-oh, I hope we don't have to go to the main bathhouse, to shower and everything. So I'm going to show you what these actually look like inside. All right, so there's 4 of these, and each are individual. So you have, the toilet, and then you have the shower. So they actually just cleaned these. They have a little seat in the shower as well. And like I said, these are all individual, which is why I feel okay, making a video in here. And the door is locked. So pretty nice. Because it gets so hot and there's really not much to do during the day in our tent, we went to Fort Pierce for the day, and you can see the video from that day in the link above. All right, so it's Saturday evening now. We just got back in from Fort Pierce. If you want to see what we did when we were there, you can go ahead and click the card. That'll bring you to the video. But we're going to do a slow drive back to the campground and just kind of see what wildlife we can find. On the way out, we didn't have time to stop, but there was a snake crossing the road. And we also saw some quails, which was pretty cool. I've never seen quails in the wild before. So we'll see if we can find anything, but if not, then we're going to go and just head over to the main campground because we need to pick up some firewood, and we'll show you what that campground looks like. So the road conditions, it's pretty bumpy here. You can see my hand on the steering wheel shaking. So the speed limit is 25. You really don't want to speed down this. And plus, there is a lot of wildlife. Like yesterday, there were rabbits running across the road, deer running across the road. So please, please, please take your time as you are driving down these roads. So this ecosystem is considered a dry prairie, and every 1 to 2 years they do a prescribed burn. And as you're hiking in, you can kind of see some of the areas that had a recent burn done to them. but I don't think they had one this year. It's also been very dry this year, so I'm not sure if they can even do one. But you will see burned things, but just know that that's all part of the plan. There's always deer in this spot. I'm gonna drop a little bit. Okay, ready. All right, we're heading into the main camping area. So there is the dump station and the dumpster. And this is the main campground. So it's a one-way over here. You have the bathhouse, which has about 4 stalls and then separate showers. And then there's also a coin-operated laundry in here. Now, if you didn't bring firewood, you can't pick it here, but they do have it for sale. It is $7 per bundle. It's cash or check, and they do tell you how to make out the checks. So again, just to orient, this is where we came in. We have the dump station and the dumpster. There's firewood here. This is the campground loop. Bathhouse. And then actually, if you keep going all the way around, there is the camp office. And you can even see the astropad from here. We have a nice little fire going. And tonight is pretty exciting. Tonight is actually pretty exciting because there are potentially 3 really big events. So there is a rocket launch off of Virginia at about 8 p.m. So we'll see if we can see that one. There is a SpaceX launch at like 2 o'clock in the morning. We're going to try for that one. We also have, I guess, Starlink is going to be visible the whole train. We saw like a couple Starlinks, just like one. And then yesterday or last night, we also saw 2 following each other. But apparently tonight we might be able to see a whole string of them. So we'll see. And then the last cosmic event tonight, which might not be too exciting, if you know what I mean, is that China rocket is coming back to Earth. And they don't know when and they don't know where. So the latest projections, it's 7:25 p.m. on Saturday, May 8th, in case we don't make it through this. The latest projections is it's not going to hit Florida at all, but who knows? So there might be some pretty cool cosmic events tonight, and we are so lucky to have picked this weekend to be out here. So we'll see what we can see, and you will see what we saw. Just like we saw the turkeys in the morning, here they are in the evening. And now, why did the turkeys cross the road? The world may never know. It's a beautiful evening. So we have the sunset behind us. And we're going to try to watch in this sky over here for the rocket that NASA is launching from Virginia. So we'll see if we can see it. We might be a little bit outside of the zone, but 90 seconds to 2 minutes after launch, we're supposed to see like a green cloud. So we'll see what we can do. All right, so as you guys already know, the China rocket, nothing happened with that. The Wallops rocket from Virginia did not happen, but we had the most amazing rocket launch from the SpaceX. So this time lapse is of the SpaceX launch, and then these are some of the photos that I also took with about a 30-second shutter of the SpaceX launch from Florida. You will almost certainly see turkeys. We've seen turkeys every morning, every night here. And we woke up early this morning to get the time lapse of the sunrise about an hour ago. And Brian was able to go back to sleep, but I wasn't. So I was like, you know what? It's our last day here. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go walk out to the other campground and do that small nature loop and just see if we can see anything else today before we leave. Do you see her? I almost walked right past her. Beautiful. There's one more out in the grass. If you're here, look for their backs. That's going to be the easiest way to find them. And then every once in a while they put their heads up. But if you see something in the grass that looks like a mound, it's probably a deer. There's one more view of that same deer. We're going to go and try this one early morning and just see if there's any more wildlife that we can see down here. So far this morning we've seen the normal rabbits, turkeys, and deer, but I'm not going to lie. We did see a bobcat this morning running across the road when we were watching the sunrise. So just be advised that there really is wildlife here. You know, if you leave trash out at night, you will see raccoons as well. So, I don't know. Let's see what we can find. Maybe we'll find some awesome birds like we did yesterday. We're heading back from the trail back to our campsite, and those deer are still out. There they are. Wonderful. Thank you so much for watching our video of our weekend in Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park. Like I said earlier in the video, we usually come here once a year, so if you have any questions about camping here or things to do, please leave a comment below. Also, if you enjoyed our videos, please feel free to like the video and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of our future adventures. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you on the trail very soon.